godmother Jinquisha Galloway and why Zha'Riyah Robinson, the mother, didn't find out about it until months later. Well, I finally have some answers for you guys, so let's get into it. For those of you who need a quick recap on it, 5-year-old Zha'Riyah Robinson was sent to live with her godmother, which was only supposed to be temporary, by the name of Jinquisha Galloway. While in Jinquisha's care, this child ends up unalived, and the mother is not notified for months and was led to believe that her child was still alive months after it took place. If you haven't watched part 1, make sure you go check that out. But I have been able to put some of the pieces to this puzzle together, so let's talk about that. So some of the quick facts that neither side is denying is the fact that Zha'Riyah Robinson, the mother of Zha'Riyah, turned over custody to Jinquisha Galloway for 5-year-old Zha'Riyah in August of 2023. However, Jinquisha is stating that from the beginning it was full custody, and Zha'Riyah is saying no, it was only temporary custody. You modified the paperwork, yada yada yada. Do I believe Jinquisha about it being full custody from the very beginning? No, I do not, and I will explain why in a second. So far, what I have been able to verify is that as of November 16th, 2023, 5-year-old Zha'Riyah did pass away while in the care of her supposed-to-be godmom, Jinquisha Galloway, and her mother, Zha'Riyah Robinson, was not notified of her daughter passing away until March of 2024. Now, it is said that the cause of death is listed as a ruptured spleen. However, that's still up in the air, and a lot of it is being stated as it is still pending investigation. However, what doesn't make sense is Jinquisha Galloway was able to order a cremation for this child immediately, and she told the morgue that the reason she had full custody was because that both of her parents were deceased. That was pure evil. Now, to my knowledge, unless they were absolutely sure of the cause of death, there should have been no cremation. But because so many different people dropped the ball in several different areas of this story, it doesn't surprise me that they may have prematurely allowed this cremation to happen before being absolutely sure on the cause of death. So let's just get into some of these lies, and you guys tell me what you think. So from the very beginning, Zha'Riyah, which is the mother of Zha'Riyah, has always stated, me and Jinquisha were very close friends. She was my child's godmom, and I trusted my daughter with her. However, Jinquisha went live, and at one point she states, we weren't friends. I didn't even know you. You just gave me your baby. But somebody from their hometown who went to school with the both of them stated, no, they were best friends in high school. They actually had a falling out over a guy who was Zha'Riyah's baby daddy. They didn't talk for a couple years, but they reconnected and they were good friends. So Jinquisha, why would you lie about that? Especially when there's people that can verify otherwise. So it's like, some of these lies that she's, being caught telling, they're lies that can be proved, and she still tells them, which is very, very odd to me. Like, I don't understand that. It just doesn't make sense why you would lie about some of the things. Watch when I get into the other ones. Now, on the flip side, one thing that made me uneasy in terms of the mother is I watched one of Zha'Riyah's lives. And in this live, she's referring to, she's commenting on people coming for her motherhood. And she's like, I'm a good mom. Like, so what? I be outside and I be in Chicago every day or every week. Whatever it was that she said, she was like, my kids are still well taken care of. So what? I be outside is, that's the type of vibe it was given. And I was like, no, ma'am, they're not taken care of, because we have 5-year-old Zha'Riyah that's actually deceased. So they're not taken care of. And if you can have time to be outside all the time or in Chicago all the time, then you should have had time or made it a priority to get your shit together so your child didn't have to be in anybody else's care to end up deceased.
My mama and them pictures. Okay, yeah, I be going to Chicago. Yes, I do. But at the end of the day, my kids still be taken care of. I could go anywhere. I could leave right the fuck now. My kids are still taken care of.
That did rub me the wrong way, but that still does not say that she's at any fault for what happened to this baby. Not saying it's not being neglectful as a parent. She's still not responsible. Now, throughout this time, Zha'Riyah is still unaware that Jinquisha has full custody. So she would reach out to her by text message, by phone, and then when she wasn't getting a response there, she would reach out on another social media platform. That's why you see those gaps. So when you look at the screenshots, a lot of people are like, oh, well, you waited weeks. You wouldn't hear back from her, and you still waited too. That's because she was contacting her by other means. And when she started not getting a response or realizing that she's getting the runaround, she does go back to court and try tries to file a motion and states on there that, hey, I got my own place and now she's not giving me my child back. Now back to the facts. So after Janquisha's friend's son was arrested and charged with first-degree essaying allegedly this child, she then took the child to Arizona on November 3rd of 2023. I personally think she was trying to get away and not have to handle the court situation. I don't know if it was to cover up or help the friend's case. I don't know what that was, but it is confirmed that she went to Arizona on November 3rd of 2023. Is it on vacation? Is it temporary? Is it permanent? That's still unanswered. But as of November 16th, it was confirmed that this child passed away in Maricopa County, which is in Arizona. And now on the other hand, you have Zha'Riyah, who states that she just fell on hard times and that's the only reason she allowed this child to go with her. But that's not true either, because there's been other instances with other people who have been left with this child that they didn't even know. I spoke with another woman personally who stated that she babysat Zha'Riyah's kids, two of Zha'Riyah's kids, including Zha'Riyah, on New Year's of 2023. And she didn't even know her. She was like, that was my cousin's friend. And I was babysitting on New Year's. And she asked if I could watch Zha'Riyah's kids as well. But she never came back to get them. And we actually had to track her down on another social media platform and threaten CPS before she sent someone to get her. So that's not cool. You know, there was some slacking in the parenting. But again, it doesn't say that she's responsible for this child passing away. So after Zha'Riyah files this motion and she's trying to fight to get her daughter back, Kenosha courts did issue a GAL, which is a guardian ad litem. So I looked into what it is, and it is a licensed attorney that is issued by the courts to represent the best interests of the child. So this GAL reached out to Janquisha on January 30th and spoke to her by phone. And Janquisha is still pretending like this child is alive. The lady asked her, and it's in black and white. I'll post it here. The lady asked her, like, let me speak to the child. Janquisha says, oh, we're not out there right now. I'm not going to let you talk to her, but I'll bring her to see you in person when we get back out there. That's the type of odd behavior that I'm talking about, because you knew that it was going to come out that this child is not here anymore. And you still lied to this person. That it just doesn't make no sense. Like, that's very, very odd behavior. So as it stands, this case is still under investigation, and they are still trying to figure out if there was any foul play surrounding baby Zha'Riyah passing away. The person that is being charged with the first-degree essay is still being charged with that case. He actually got out on a signature bond, was later arrested for possession of and then got out on another signature bond. So the story is still unfolding. But like I said, there are lies on both ends. There is both sides need to be held responsible to some kind of level. And the main fact is this. Something happened to baby Zha'Riyah that should not have happened. And we want the answers. So y'all stay tuned, because I'm going to keep coming with the updates. But let me know what you guys think.